Right, welcome along, guys. Cheers for tuning in. First of all, welcome back and welcome to the new studio. It's been a while. There will be uploads of things of how we've built this and what's involved and all that sort of stuff. But that is not this video. That will be coming soon. If you're interested in any of that, subscribe and yeah, stay notified for when we upload that one. This is the Renault Clio Cup. New to iRacing. It's going to be very popular this season, at least for a week, hopefully longer. But the reason for this video is I'm just going to give some people a few tips and tricks on how to drive this car, because it is a little bit niche. It's quite unique on how you approach it. However, I've got a bit of history with the Clio Cup. Back in the day on console, I was able to win quite a few championships on various platforms in the Clio Cup races. And I was wondering if it would transfer, if it was a similar skill set on iRacing, and I'm happy to report that it is. So I've found myself mixing it in the top split, right at the top with the quick guys. I've out-qualified a couple of big hitters. So I'm very pleased about taking a few of them scalps. So the whole purpose of this video is to just help a few people if you're interested. There isn't many series where I am competing at the top level, but this may be one of them, similar to the touring cars. So if you get any value from this, obviously that is why I'm doing it. If you like the video, do us a huge favour. Give us a thumbs up before you go, and if you're not subscribing to the channel, and obviously you like this sort of content, then please consider subscribing. Right, let's go. Okay, so we have qualified on the front row. We were 3 100ths off pole, and we lost the back end just slightly twice on our flying lap. We messed the first one up, so the second one was a little bit conservative as well. So pole was there if I hooked it all up. Unfortunately we didn't, but that's how it goes sometime. Anyway, you can see from the ratings of the guys around me, we are a little bit out of our depth in terms of rating. Car number 10, 3.4k strength of field. Mikel on pole, 5.3k. Francis, 5.2k. Callum, 5.6k. So we're way off. I mean, the 2k difference.
15 minutes.
Is big. You know, that is a big difference in rating. However, because I am pretty good in this car, any front wheel drive car, we're able to do it. So yeah, the purpose of the video is just to hopefully
stay behind the safety car,
help us out a little bit on how to approach driving this car. So first things first, don't overfuel it. You don't want to find yourself with too much fuel in at the end of the race. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of power. Momentum is key. So if you're going to overfuel your car, you're going to be in a world of pain straight away. So these little 15-minuters, I think I've got 15 litres in, which gives me an extra lap just in case Mikel's insane. Second, get them brakes warmed up as soon as you can. So you do really have to lean on this car into and through the corners a lot of the time. So get them warmed up as soon as you can. Okay, hopefully we can get away clean here. It's been very messy here at Rudskogen. Hopefully though we're in good company and nice and clean. because everybody in the top split is very clean, aren't they? That's how top split works.
Watch for the lights. Green, green, green.
So he went early, we got mugged off a little bit there by Callum. So they're really leaning into that with the brakes. Tyres are still a little bit cold. So we'll just try and stay with these guys. I couldn't do it in a GT race, I know that. So you don't want to shock the car at this stage. Front tyres have got a lot to do in the cold, so just nice and easy for now. Now you're tempted to go down to first gear in the slow corners. So one thing I would suggest is don't drop a gear unless you absolutely have to, because you will lose a lot of momentum. Next thing, don't be afraid of a short shift, which is what I've just done there. Got me a better run out of there than Callum. He tried to keep it in second there and he just pushed wide.
E3.
So again, really leaning in with the brakes and then as early as I can on the throttle. Now, notice where I'm shifting between 5.7 and 5.8 seems to be the sweet spot I've found.
Left side. He's still there. Still there. Still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Right, his back end's gone there.
Car right.
There we go, simple as that.
Clear right. Car left. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
That back end's gone there. Luckily, we got away with that, carried enough speed through. So you want to keep it tight without as well, with as little steering input as you possibly can through them areas where you're sort of hard on the brakes and turning at the same time. Again, you can't expect too much of the front end.
P2.
Went deep there, but avoided the slowdown, so Mikel actually locked up there. So again, 5.7, 5.8 is where I'm shifting. Seems to be the sweet spot. Snatched third, which just helped settle the back end a little bit there, and then I'm straight back on the throttle. As soon as I'm off the brake, I'm on the throttle, and even when I come off it there, I'm sort of half on, straight back on. Sort of counterintuitive because your front end's drifting wide, but you do need to get the power back down to take out your tyre line. And again, it just helps you take the momentum through the corner as well. Oh, it's a slow down. So we'll take a wide line here. So they've got one as well. misjudged it. Should be about it. Right, it's gone now. Ooh. So I was on the power way too early then. And you can see what it's cost me straight away.
Still there. Right side's clear. Car right. Right side's clear.
So you can see him behind, just he's pushing wide there, he's tracking out, he's probably gone down in the first gear. And he's trying to get on the throttle nice and early and he's just pushing out. Again, staying tight there, back end's going there though, that's a problem. So what you can change, obviously you guys can't see this, I suppose you should have set this up before and so you can, is the rear brake valve. Now, adjusting the brake valve, lower in number, will just stiffen up the back end a little bit and it'll stop it stepping out as much. It will still step out if you're not smooth enough, but you've got a little bit more sort of leeway before it does. However, what I've found is that when you reduce that brake valve down, just slow you down on the straights a little bit. I'm not sure why. So all the way through there I'm sort of half throttle. Big lock up from Mikel.
Are you guys playing on like 12-inch monitors or something?
See, without that little bit of throttle mid-corner there, I would have gone off. I would have gone straight off. Like I say, counterintuitive how it works, but you just got to give it enough to settle it. And yeah, don't be afraid of the short shift. So I've got better drive than Francis out of there because I shifted up to third. So 5.2k Francis. There's no reason I should be getting away from him. There's no reason I should be able to keep up with him, but a lot of people just don't seem to get the gist of this car. So again, shifting up 5.8, 5.9. And you can see I am pulling away from him. Obviously he's got draft. Floating that in again, all the way on the brakes. If you rewind that back 10 seconds, watch how I brake through that section. Braking all the way in and then straight on the throttle as soon as I can, even if it's just a little bit. Went a little bit there as well. So it's, you know, it's similar to the touring cars, which a lot of people struggle with, but a lot less difficult to control the back end. So again, much better exit than Francis there. Push my luck a little bit there to adjust. Yeah, that wasn't great. Just try to extend the track a little bit. Again, short shift out. See the smoke that Mikel's leaving. He is struggling with the back end in places, but oh no man, you're close enough to do anything about it. Nice and tight there. So I think most of the time, if you can get your exits right, you're really going to limit the chances that they have on the brakes. If you make a move, or if they're trying to make a move. Keep every apex tight and they're not going to be able to get down the inside here. So you can see how little I'm steering through there. Too much on the steering wheel while you're braking all the way through is just going to unsettle it. Good exit straight back on the power.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
I hope there's some longer races in this car because I'd like to see the effects of the tyre. People aren't being as smooth as they need to be.
All right, Duncan, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
So, I mean, and this is comfortable as well. I know Mikel's long gone, but this is comfortable with Francis. Again, holding that brake all the way in, and then straight back on the power. Nice and easy till it settles, and then full throttle when you know it's going the way you want it to. It's a shame we got that slow down and lost out to Mikel. I would have liked to have a little battle with him if we could. For the last few laps there, he didn't get away from me. Gap stayed pretty much consistently 5.6. So again, I've got no right to be mixing it with these guys, looking at their iRatings. So hopefully you guys can apply some of these little techniques and tips, or whatever you want to call them, and annihilate your splits wherever you find yourself. Right, there we go. So hopefully you got a bit of value from that video. If you did, do us a favour, give us a thumbs up before you go. I'm not claiming to be an expert on the Clio, but obviously I've got a lot of experience in it, so hopefully some of these tips help you out. Just to summarise then, momentum, it's all about momentum. If you're not on the brakes, be on the throttle. That'll really help to settle the car. You want to be shifting around 58, 59 on the revs. That's what I've found helps the most. You'll notice when you're next to somebody, if they're not doing it, you really can pull sort of half a car's length to a car's length if they're revving it all the way out. And it might just help you get a move done at the next braking zone, or defend if you're under pressure from behind as well. Short shift when you need to, coming out the corners. Keep it nice and tight. It's all about momentum. Keep your inputs really smooth. On the throttle nice and early. Yeah, carry all your momentum through the corner. So, yeah, if you want to look at any particular corner, you know, rewind the video back, see how I approach it. I've put the inputs on there for people to see. But if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and help you out. But yeah, I mean, I've got no right to be mixing it with these guys, fighting for podiums with guys twice my iRating in the top split. So yeah, track guide. I'm considering doing a track guide for this car. Obviously, having this pace is really nice, and the whole thing about this channel is I'm hoping to help some people as well. So if you would like me to do a track guide for this car, then yeah, give me a shout, let me know. I won't get week 1 done. I'm set back a little bit behind schedule from the house move and building the new studio, but week 2 we should be able to get one done. So let me know in the comments if that would interest you. Speaking of the new studio, hopefully this sounds and looks okay. We're not quite finished yet, to work in progress, but the sound is acoustically perfect in here now. Hopefully you guys agree. It's down to these panels which I make. If anybody's interested, let me know. Don't go and buy the spiky studio foam that everybody has, including me in the past. That is not the correct way to treat a room. So yeah, let me know. I can sort you out with a bit of a discount, but yeah, I am manufacturing these now and selling them. So let me know. Hopefully you guys agree. It makes a big difference to the sound quality of the room. So yeah, if you want to, you know, take your studio, games room, whatever you want to call it, to the next level, then yeah, let me know. So once again, if you like the video, guys, do us a huge favour, give us a thumbs up before you go, and if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider clicking that button down there, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.